Hello and welcome to yet another episode of One Take. As the nation is going to be celebrating the Prime Minister at 75, the Congress party has many plans ahead, and they also have what they call a birthday gift for him.
विधानसभा के चुनाव, लोकसभा के चुनाव चोरी किए जा रहे हैं। बीजेपी के लोगों तैयार हो जाओ, हाइड्रोजन बम आ रहा है।
And which is to expose that there has been vote chori, and the only time Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister was only because there was consistent vote choring done by the BJP.
Vote chor, Gandhi chor.
But this is the question which I'm asking you this week. As we await Rahul Gandhi's hydrogen bomb moment, is the vote chori campaign really working on the ground? Can this be the only electoral mantra or the slogan of the Congress party and of Rahul Gandhi? Will it be a redux of his Chaukidar Chor Hai, the Rafale allegations against the Prime Minister movement? What is it that the people on the ground feel? But more than that, what is it that the allies feel? There was a picture behind the picture which perhaps not many were aware of or noticed. Remember at one point of time when that Voter Adhikar Yatra was going on and crisscrossing through Bihar, Rahul Gandhi was asked this question about who's going to be the chief ministerial face of the Mahagathbandhan. He did not respond. This did not go down well with the RJD. But the RJD, the main ally, is upset with Rahul Gandhi for a couple of reasons. And let's not go by the bonhomie or the camaraderie we are seeing between Tejasvi Yadav and Rahul Gandhi or Lalu Prasad Yadav and Rahul Gandhi. Because politics is not based only on this kind of camaraderie. At the end of the day, serious stakeholders like the RJD, for whom it is a do or die moment, will look in at multiple factors. They cannot afford to take a risk. They cannot afford to take a chance. So let's begin with one by one on multiple issues why, according to our reports, the RJD is upset with the Congress party. 1. When this question was asked of him about who's going to be the CM face of Mahagathbandhan, Rahul Gandhi skirted his issue. Obviously, he was trying to protect his cadre because if you had projected Tejasvi Yadav, it would completely erased or eliminated the Congress party as lying to put stake to become the main face in Bihar. Also, the seat sharing talks are going on, and at this point of time, to easing itself out of this competition would only end up hurting them. And that explains why Rahul Gandhi was silent. But his silence has created a huge noise within the RJD. What was noticed was that over the last two venues of the Voter Adhikar Yatra, we noticed, for example, that RJD flags were conspicuous by the absence or had come down. And that is why RJD is planning another yatra of its own, where the focus will be on their own party. The Congress, of course, will be a part of it. But there is no guarantee that Rahul Gandhi is also going to be accompanying Tejasvi Yadav yet throughout the entire stretch. All RJD show, and one of the main reasons behind this is what happened with the Voter Adhikar Yatra and the CM face of the Mahagathbandhan. Apart from that, there are two other big reasons. The social media posts of the Congress party. While the Congress is gaining traction on social media, beating the BJP at its game at multiple levels, but it is also ending up losing the votes and the support of its allies. The first big faux pas was the one by the Kerala Congress, where they coined the word on GST, BD, and said when it's BD and it's Bihar, there can be no sin. There was so much of anger within the RJD that the Congress had to pull down that post and also apologize. But the mistake did not stop there. The recent one, where remember an AI-generated video of the Prime Minister's mother was released by the Bihar Congress unit. Now within Bihar, the Congress unit was not very happy because they knew what it means on the ground. It could boomerang on them. And that's the reason that the social media head, who I spoke to, Saurav Kumar, told me that I was on leave that day, so I'm trying to figure out. But with a strong support and defense coming in from, say, a Pawan Khera, there's little much that the Bihar Congress can do, so that post remains. But that post also gives ammunition now to the BJP and to the Prime Minister in Bihar as well. He goes back to Bihar a second time round, doesn't let go of this opportunity, and he's going to raise this point, and he has been raising this point in future also, that the Congress party attacks my mother who's no longer alive. One more reason why the RJD is not happy with it. Because the RJD feels that whenever you're putting out these kind of social media posts, you are diverting attention from the core issues. They feel that vote chori may have a little bit of resonance on the ground, but let us not forget that elections are won and lost on local issues. And what are the local issues over here? The local issues will be, to their mind, the misgovernance of the Nitish government, the corruption, the failing law and order. So they're wondering why is it that Rahul Gandhi could not take out a yatra also focusing on this. The Congress's defense is that picture abhi baki hai, election dates have yet to be announced, and when we are going to head there, we are going to also raise these issues. But the fact is that voter adhikar yatra has now become so synonymous with the Bihar Congress narrative that it may be seen as a little bit too late, which is why the RJD doesn't want to make the mistake which the Congress has often been making, skirting the local issues or coming to the local issues much later. No denying a fact that as far as Bihar is concerned, the bigger stakeholder and more at stake is certainly going to be the RJD and not so much the Congress. It is do or die for Tejasvi Yadav because he cannot afford to do poorly, and certainly not because of the Congress party. That explains why the RJD is upset, which is why I go back to the times of Chaukidar Chor Hai, when the Rafale issue was raised consistently by Rahul Gandhi. I had gone to Amethi once where Rahul Gandhi was speaking to local people about Vijay Mallya and Nirav Modi. They did not even know who these people were. There was zero residents on the ground. And there's a lot of criticism of Rahul Gandhi that if you are going to Amethi, Rai Bareli and campaigning there, why do you raise an international issue? Let's talk vocal for local. Let's talk about local issues, law and order. If there's no development taking place, we are going to be promising your jobs. Look, the Prime Minister has already begun his campaign. The bugle has been sounded. All top-notch leaders of the BJP are already making the rounds of Bihar. If Rahul Gandhi is going to step in, and he certainly wants to make voter adhikar yatra as an issue, which is having a certain amount of resonance on the ground, that cannot be the core issue. Stakes are high. There's a Prashant Kishore also around the corner. That is why we are leaving you with this question. Is Rahul Gandhi a bad campaigner for his allies? Does he end up becoming a liability for the allies? That's the big question which we asked you last time, this time also. And is the voter adhikar yatra, which Rahul Gandhi is planning to take to other states as well, where they want to take on the BJP, especially where it's straight BJP Congress fight like Gujarat, is it really going to work on the ground if your organization is strong enough? And what is more important, defeating the BJP and pleasing your ally, or going akla cholo re and take up what is your pet topic? Do give in your responses on the social media timeline, and thank you so much for watching yet again.